Oh, woohoo!
I don't know. Is that bigger than before? I can't tell.
Welcome back to another episode of Scramble Iceberg Madness. Guys, this is insane, okay? If you did not watch my last episode, basically, I got nuked, okay? An endothermic nuke came down from the sky, lit off by Cannibal Crab, and then this happened. And it's very strange, okay? Let me show you where the nuke hit. It was over by my side for the road to 1 million subscribers, which, by the way, if you are not subscribed, can you please help me out by subscribing? Me and Cody are in a little friendly competition here, and we're trying to get his second channel and my channel to 1 million subscribers and making a little race out of it, so I need to beat him. But yeah, basically, I was looking here, I was telling you guys the sides broke, still broke, by the way, did not fix it, and then all of a sudden, from the sky comes this little nuclear missile, boom, right here, and then ever since then, my entire base started freezing. Snow started falling. I think it might have, like, changed my biome somehow because the snow and ice does not melt. It's very disturbing. But here's where things get weird. So, it started spreading in this direction only, not any other direction. You know, we had a little blast where you see the snow initially, and then it started spreading in this direction like crazy. The ocean is completely frozen, and if you don't know, in Scramble Craft, when water freezes, there's a chance it does not become ice, and it gets scrambled into a randomized block. That's why there's all these rat tubes, fences, whatever this is, and and all this other random stuff, some of which is actually a blessing in disguise because it's some really cool items. But let's head on over to Cody's base because, you know, I had protected my base, or so I thought earlier in the episode, by paying Cody to be kind of this, I don't know, server watchdog. He was supposed to take daily backup starting when this whole catastrophe happened, and I gave him like 20 different pieces of superhero pieces, and basically he didn't come through. He didn't have the backup. He totally failed. So I was really mad at him, and I said some stuff, and I feel kind of bad because apparently he got nuked too, guys. He got nuked by Cannibal Crab the same exact way, except for his is way smaller than mine, okay? Clearly, this is where the nuke hit. Boom. And he has the Winter Wonderland. He doesn't have the expansion in one direction like I have, okay? His snow goes to about where his house is, a little bit onto this mountain. But then it just kind of fizzles out. I don't know. Like, after here, it's gone. And there's no expanded ice. There's no random blocks, random items. None of that stuff that I got. So I have a feeling Mike did something else, too, and he's just not telling me. Which is kind of concerning. But I don't know. I paid Cody because I wanted protection on the server. I did not want this server to end up like Crazy Craft, where we just had a nuclear war, and now it is a nuclear winter on there for sure, and I don't think I ever want to go back on there because my whole base is blown up. And as we're adding more endgame mods onto the server, it becomes more dangerous, and it's just not. It's not a good time. But while we're at Cody's house, I needed to test something anyways. We're going to go ahead and put the full Bebo suit back on. Bebo! Bebo-like. We're going to grow ourselves. Yes, there we go. Bebo likes. Bebo likes. So what we want to do is we want to test out what happens with Bebo if you're full-grown Bebo and you enter the growth particles. I got to make sure I don't get into the shrink particle. I don't even know. It doesn't look like anything's happening. Alright, well, let's get smaller again then. Okay, we're small Bebo, but now we just grew from the growth pin particles. Now let's get out, and now let's get bigger with Bebo. Will it let us? Oh! Woohoo!
I don't know. Is that bigger than before? I can't tell.
I think it's about the same. What happens if we are giant Bebo and we go into the shrink pin particles? So it looks like I can't get affected when I am full-size Bebo, but I want to test something else out. Let's try shrinking ourselves so we become microscopic. Oh no, I have Bebo boots on. I just 30x jumped.
Okay, now we are a tiny little ant.
The tiniest of Krakens to ever exist. Oh, no, we're the tiniest Bebo to ever exist. Look at us. So, one thing I wanted to note right now is I am not taking any damage. I wonder if that's from the Ring of the Immunity. Okay, it was. So, let's put that back on. We need to keep that on. But, what happens if we grow now? Will we become giant? We actually become normal sized. Okay, that's interesting. And then we could do it again. So since we have to live with this winter nightmare, guys, I was trying to make the best of it, and I was looking around of the random items that we got, and I found a few that stuck out to me, so I'm going to show you them right now. Of course, you guys all remember these things. The Dungeon Scanner and Dungeon Generator. These items have plagued Scramble Craft since the beginning of time. Michael almost destroyed the entire server with them multiple times. And I once got it from him, and then I sacrificed it to none other than the lava gods. And then Mike ends up getting another one, and it almost causes another apocalypse. Okay, we are trying to avoid that now, but I have always wanted to mess around with these things, and I never have, so I'm kind of excited. I gotta try them out. I know they are extremely dangerous. That's why I'm trying to go a little bit away from where I normally live. So this one's the Dungeon Generator. I've never used it. Did I break it? Did I just break the server? I can't even get in there now. Oh, okay, no. There it is. There it is. Okay, we made a dungeon. Now, I don't know how Mike was using these things, but he could basically control what got destroyed. He could destroy, like, the entire world at once if he wanted. Expand and delete and set to 0. I don't know. It's basically like a big world edit tool that he could use to cause chaos. Let's see. Can I switch it, or does it stay there? Oh, no. Okay, so I can change it. Dude, this is awesome. Wait a minute. Is it creating items? Hold on. We gotta take off the Bebo feet for a minute. We need to take off the Bebo feet. Yeah, okay. So I think what's happening is all the chests that it creates, when you change the dungeon and make a different one, they just drop to the ground. Look at free rockets, free sniper rifles, free zombies, I guess. Dude, this is insane. You could probably get almost every tech gun item in the game with this in just a few moments. I mean, that combined with the default recipe scrolls, you can get a lot of, like, the raw materials through this. Dude. Oh my gosh, and there's a bunch underneath. This is ridiculous, guys. There's a loaded rocket launcher right there next to another one. Combat shotguns up the wahoo. What the heck is this? I knew Mike could do some overpowered stuff with these, but wow. There's a grenade launcher. All flamethrowing. Dude, that is sick. But I thought it was, like, used to destroy things. Let me mine it up, and I want to try, actually, the Dungeon Scanner instead. Let's see what this one does. What do you do? Scan dungeon? Load? I think this is the one that Mike was using to clear stuff. Oh, what did I just do? So it looks like you can create custom dungeons and stuff with this. Okay, this is the one I need to be really careful with. Dude, I am in love with this thing. Okay, we need to put these inside of our ender chest, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research to see their complete uses. I know we're definitely gonna be able to think of some super overpowered ways to utilize their power. So once I get these safely inside my ender chest, I have another couple other items to show you. Actually, we have one right here, and I can put it there, and boom, we don't need the coal in there. So one of the other items I found was this, the Infinity Capacitator. I'm not entirely too sure of its uses, but it is from the Overloaded mod, which is a super endgame mod from the description of it, and I don't know. It's definitely going to be used in some crazy things. Let's actually take a quick look here at the overloaded mod. So if we do @overload, we'll be able to see the items that come through it. And look, that's where Cody's been getting these compressed items. The compressed obsidian, compressed dirt. So the obsidian's probably the strongest, and it goes all the way up to 16 times compressed obsidian. Wow, look at the hardness on that. That is insane. Some of the other blocks that we're going to be looking for in our Iceberg of Doom are whatever these are. The hyper item receiver, item sender. So that sounds like we could create a better item sorting machine, maybe? Maybe the Devastator upgraded 2.0. We got an item core, multi-helmet. Oh, so it has an armor set. Energy stored over 2 billion. Wow. And then a creative generator. That's probably going to be amazing. Infinite power source. I think I'll take that. Yeah. And last but not least, in the last episode when we first saw this, you guys saw me get this. A wooden mob farm. And I really want to figure out how to use them. So I'm going to be researching them. But, you know, the wooden one, it looks cool. And I did look up the tiny mob farm items, which is where it came from. And I realized there's so many of them. So if you see, we got the wooden, stone, iron, golden, and it slowly goes up. Diamond, emerald, and then you have this one. The Inferno Mob Farm. The second to best one. And then you have the Ultimate Mob Farm. Well, it just so happens I found the Inferno Mob Farm on the Scramble Iceberg. And I think this is going to be my best friend. I'm pretty sure there's a way I can set up an automatic mob farm using this. And if we do find it, well, I just so happen to also have gotten a chunk loading ward, which means I could have an infinitely spawning boss killing machine type thing. And with the chunk loading ward, we could have it running like forever, even if we're not at my base, even if we're not logged on the server. So there is a lot of cool items to be found on this iceberg for sure. So I will be sorting through this. Maybe we can even find that ultimate tier tiny mob farm. And then things are really going to get crazy. Inventory rerouter. That's what I mean. There's so many machines out here. It's stuff that I never even, you know, heard of before. Launcher platform. This is probably one of the items Mike used to destroy this, or not destroy, cause this chaos. I guess it's not really destruction. It's definitely chaos, though. Just because I'm finding some good things about this iceberg does not mean I'm happy about it. Don't get confused about that. I am still super mad at Mike, and I want to destroy him. I am using self-control right now because I do not want another crazy craft fiasco, okay? That's probably what Mike likes. He wants it to happen. He's been saying reset Scramble Craft for years, guys. We can't do that. We have so much progress. We can't let that happen. So we need to hope that Cody's going to end up evil infused iron. That sounds bad. I'm going to step away from that block. We better hope Cody is keeping up with his bargain, though, after this disaster, that he is going to do the daily backups like he promised. Whoa, green crystal shulker box. There's just so many items here. It's going to take forever to sort through them. The problem is, like, millions of them are junk. Like, there are so many rat tubes. So many rat tubes. It's insane. So let me know if you guys see anything that I'm missing. I'm sure there's some other really cool things here. Oh, there's another mob farm. That's the emerald one. But that's not as good as this inferno one. But I'll have to remember that. Because we should get as many of these things going as possible. Cruise launcher? I don't even want to know. Oh, boy. Guys, things are definitely heating up on Scramble Craft and with all these new mods going on. Speaking of which, where is my expanded inventory? Right here. I still have to test out this nuclear dynamite. This nuclear dynamite from the admin weapons mod. I totally forgot about that. And I think I had... Did I have something else to try out? The glass launcher! How did I forget about these awesome items? They're just sitting here in my expanded inventory. I think I'm going to end the video here and go test these out on my single player. If they are safe enough for the server, I will be getting my revenge on Cannibal Crab with them. Don't you worry. Nuclear dynamite, glass launchers, we have this epic mob farm, and more to come. I mean, those dungeon scanners and generators. That being said, if you guys want to be the next fan of the day, comment down below. Hashtag slow and steady, because that's what our revenge will be against the crab. Slow and steady, but he will get it. Oh, mark my words, if I'm not Bebo, Kraken Kid, God of Thunder in this Scramble Craft world, he will die!